So I'm going to fill the top surface of this body with a matrix of holes, n by n, using the linear pattern feature. So in order to create a linear pattern feature, you need a seed feature. So you need at least one hole, and the location of the hole has to be one of the four corners. So I'm going to create a hole in this corner. I'm going to create a sketch. Let's take a look at normal 2. Sketch a circle. Its location, say 1. 1. And diameter, maybe ½ inch. So I'm going to just create a extruded cut with through all option. So we create a seed hole. Now I need to create a pattern of this hole. So click on the linear pattern, and it shows direction 1, directions 2. So we could have up to 2 directions. It's an n by n matrix. And here is the features and faces. You could pattern bodies, but we'll pattern the features. So there are 2 ways you can select features. You can select any surface that is created by the feature, or you could select from the feature tree. So cut extrude 3 is the feature you just created, or you can simply select the surface created by the feature, which is the internal hole. And then we specify direction, which direction you want to pattern, like X and Y direction. So you can select either a line that is in that direction, or you can select any plane, which is a planar surface of a body or reference plane. And then this normal direction will be the direction. So in this case, we want to flip it by clicking on either on this arrowhead here, or clicking on this button here on the property manager. So either way, you can go either left side or right side from the seed feature. This dimension here specifies the distance between the instances. So let's say I'm going to have 1.25 at my, or 1. I think 1 is better. And this is the number of instances, how many you want to have. And that is including the seed feature. So if I say 3, so including the seed feature, you're going to have 3 holes. I'll increase it up to 5 to fit in this space. And then if that's only one direction, you're going to have one directional pattern of holes. If I want another second direction, so you can open that direction too, and in this selection box, again, you can select either a line in that direction or plane. So I'm going to flip that direction, not this way, the other way, and I want to have 0.5, maybe too small, 1, and 2, 3. Okay, so it's 5, 3 matrix. Create all holes. There are some options you can choose. One is the instance to skip. So if I open it, each instance will have this dots, magenta color dots. And if you click on them, that you indicate that you want to skip those instances. So I selected those 2 dots, and those dots are listed in the instances to skip. If I say OK, then those instances are skipped. If I edit it, delete those, right click and delete, and those instances are back. And another thing you can look at is geometry pattern. So what it means, I'm going to show you what it means. When this pattern, in this case 5 by 3, is 15 holes, each holes are re-evaluated when they are made. So I'll show you what it means. So the first seed feature, this feature, cut, I used through all option. But I can change it to different options. Let's say offset from surface. And I want to make it offset from the bottom surface by, I don't know, like 0.25. And then this will be a blind hole. And as you can see, all the instances will be offset from the bottom surface by 1/4 inch. Okay, that means each feature will be evaluated to get the proper depth of the hole. Okay, but if I change the option and set the option geometry pattern, so what it means is it copies the geometry of the seed feature. So in this case, this blind hole cylinder, and repeat it over to all the instances. So as you can see here, only the first one is a blind hole, but second and after in this direction, in the X direction, will be all through all because the bottom surface is inclined. So this particular hole geometry is copied and repeated over. If I decrease the number, the inclination, and as you can see here, 2 instances in this direction kept blind, but after that it becomes throw. So that's what it means by this geometry pattern.